I want you to imagine a scenario where we are rolling a die and our only goal is to get a 6. So if we get a 6, we win. But if we don't, we lose. I mean, that's not so bad. A 1 in 6 chance is roughly a 16% chance to win. So let's try it out. That's not what we want. Let's try it again. Okay, that's still not a 6. Let's give it one more shot. Nice. This chance is relatively obtainable given enough attempts, but we can make this easier by adding more dice. Let's add a second one and then try it again. There we go. We got a 6 again. Let's try it now with 2 more dice and then see what happens. There we go. We got 2 6s this time. See, I'm hoping it's becoming clear that our chance of winning increases as our amount of dice increases. Now, this would imply that it would be pretty hard to not get a 6 on at least one of the dice, right? Well, yes, that's right. If we look at this in terms of probability, we have a 1 in 6 chance of winning per die. And let's give ourselves 50 dice to win with per roll. Now, if you want to find the actual percent chance of rolling at least 1 6, here's a formula to find it, where n can be substituted by the amount of dice you wish to roll. But I don't want to dive too deep into the math. I'd rather talk about this more generally. See, with 50 dice, it's safe to assume that at least 1 6 would appear somewhere. Therefore, it's probable that we will win almost every time. In fact, I wrote a program that can simulate exactly what we've been doing. We can run the experiment and see that we won 14,000 times before we lost a single time. That just goes to show how improbable it is for a 6 to not appear, with so many chances for it to. But why are we talking about this? I think you can understand that the main point that I'm trying to make is that even if something has a low chance to happen, it eventually will, given enough attempts. But you clicked on a video titled Fermi Paradox. What is this Fermi Paradox, and how does it apply to rolling dice? The Fermi Paradox is this. If the universe contains billions upon billions of habitable planets, why is there no sign of life? Some planets have been habitable for much longer than ours, and therefore alien populations have had more than enough time to show any signs of contact, like a radio signal. And there are billions of these planets, so where are the aliens? I don't have the answer, and neither does anyone else. Part of something being a paradox is that it has no answers at all. It is fun to theorize though, and theorize people have. Our first theory to discuss is from astrophysicist John Ball, who states that aliens are so far ahead of us and so much more intelligent than us that they do not interfere with us at all, as if we were animals in a zoo. This is called zoo theory. Aliens would be so far ahead of us that they chose to let us be until we become advanced enough to emerge into their society. Another theory is from researcher Michael Hart, whose answer to this is much more simple than most. He says that there are just no aliens at all in the universe, and that we are alone on Earth. This is called rare earth theory. What doesn't make sense about this one is that with billions of opportunities, even the smallest of chances are almost guaranteed to happen, like the dice rolling example from before. One final theory found on NSA.gov, and one for which the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence Institute is banking on, is that we just do not know how to communicate with aliens. Our current methods include sending out and trying to receive radio signals, but maybe that's just not the right approach. It's like taking a shot in the dark, well, with a universal scope. So, what does this mean? Well, we really don't know. All of our answers are open-ended. This doesn't mean our efforts are pointless, though. Like everything in science, we always end up coming around the answer when we put enough time to it. I mean, it took us thousands of years to prove that the Earth is round. So, what do you think? Are aliens real or not? And if they are, where are they? The beauty of Fermi's paradox is that we all get to use our imaginations in the best way possible to try to close in on a situation that could change everyone's lives in the universe as we know it.